that, not pornography, slave trafficking, human trafficking. A person avoids eye contact, interactions with others. Well, I know lots of people who do that because they're shy. Okay, so this isn't comprehensive, and this means as soon as you see someone like that, that's who they are, right? The sheriff, he walked out. I was going to ask him that. Person shows signs of malnutrition, poor hygiene, fatigue. I think is wearing pajamas to Walmart considered poor hygiene? It is in my book. Okay, so we receive that. We don't know. Emotional abuse or being treated in a demeaning way. A person has a new instant love who lavishes them with gifts. Again, that's back to knowing the relationship well enough to know if someone's being treated like that, right? If they're receiving from a person they've never met. A person I skipped one. Person has no control or possession of money or ID. That's a pretty big flag in my mind, especially if it's maybe a 16-year-old, you know. If they're younger, yeah, they're not, but if they're 15, 16-year-olds and they have no ID and they're, you know, they're not governing their own life, they're at risk, right? They are an at-risk person. A person shows signs of physical abuse, restraint, and or confinement. Person lacks freedom of movement and are constantly monitored. So there's a couple of things. There's actually a comprehensive, huge list on the human trafficking.
Polaris. Let me give you guys a website.
Polaris Operation.
You're going to go to www.polarisproject.org. That is www.polaris, like the North Star, Polaris, project, project.org.
So are we doing that instead of going to the human trafficking site?
Absolutely not, but if you go onto Polaris Project, it'll have all this.
It'll have that.
It'll have,
Okay.
the human trafficking site that you're talking about probably
Right.
links through this too.
Right.
So is that .com or?
It's
Or-
a .org,
.org.
and I can't find a way to do it here, unfortunately, but I have a great handout from Polaris Project that I did not make copies of, thinking of course I'm in the library and I may have access to a copy machine. For the end of the event tonight, I'll slide up to the substation and go make you some copies. I was just calling to see if I had a runner down this way that could do that for me.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I'm without, so.
Yeah, we would
I'll
love
make
to
you
have
guys a
that.
bunch of copies and have them out here, and if you'd like, I can make you a few extra copies for
Mhm.
future presentations.
Yep.
if you
Thank
would.
you.
Yeah, thank you very much. We would like that. You know, anybody want to share an experience? Yes, go ahead.
I was working at a movie theater, and they were doing Little Mermaid. And I was an usher, so I was carrying tickets. And there was this young girl that came in. She looked like maybe she was 14, and she was dressed like Julia Roberts from Pretty Woman, or kind of got that sense from her clothing that was kind of really skimpy for a 14-year-old. But I didn't know if she was just being fashionable. But then the man that was following her around, kind of like a sugar daddy feeling, was not of her same race. And I was sitting there going, I have this feeling that this is a human trafficking situation, but I didn't know what to do. And if I was just making a judgment on this,
Right.
the disparity between them,
Yeah.
it could have been a friend, it could have been a family friend, letting her go to the play. But I got this real vibe of the sugar daddy situation. Would that be
Yeah, and I'm not the expert. I'm going to tell you now, I am not. I know what I'm an expert on, and that is not it. I know that I'm sharing, that's why he's here, but I think, what would you do if she was now she's in a public place at a theater watching Little Mermaid, she sees a situation that, the hair, she's going, I don't think it doesn't feel right here. What does she do?
Actually, in that particular circumstance, because you don't want to call from inside the theater, it's going to be obviously noticed. Step out and use the bathroom. Pretend like you just took on smoking. Unzip your purse like you're pulling out a pack of cigarettes. And, tell your kid, I'll be right back, and step out. Go out into the hallway and call this resource here.
okay?
Or if you think something more, if there's something you've seen that tells you that child has been physically abused or has been sexually abused,
Well, I
you get
didn't get the
something just
feeling that it was
right off the
physical.
bat, you can step out, and oftentimes they are, you just can't see them.
Okay.
Anyway, if you get
Can't
that
you go
icky
like
feeling-
this? I'm looking at my phone, I just took a picture. Can I do that?
You can, but it's gonna light you up.
That's
When you have the camera pointed towards somebody
Were
else,
you in the lobby?
your screen will light
Okay,
you up.
were you in the lobby?
I was in the lobby because I was taking the tickets.
Okay,
And,
yeah. That's a
I
good
let them into
point.
their seats.
Beware
and-
that you're gonna be lit up if you take
Yes.
a picture,
Yeah,
okay.
it's all well and good to do that,
Okay.
and we had an interesting experience with something like that during an undercover thing. But anyway,
Okay.
side story that we don't have time for. Step out, you know, tell whoever's working with you, hey, I need to take a 5-minute break. Step out and call that resource. If they recommend it, you can call 911 directly. If you see these kids, they look like they've been injured, they're thoroughly against their will, something untoward is going on. Skip that, just go straight to the 911.
Do you
Your child
sometimes
is in this
know
problem.
or have a suspects? So let's just create a scenario here. Let's say that, what is your name?
Esther?
Esther?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Esther called, stepped out, made a phone call. Maybe she got a picture. She sent it to who she was supposed to. Do you have suspects of people that you or situations that you suspect going on?
Sometimes,
Sometimes,
it
okay.
depends on the circumstance.
Okay. I know with
If we
drugs,
get it-
it's very
There are
common
certain
to
people that if you put down their picture or just describe them well enough to me, I'm gonna know exactly who that is
Okay,
and how they fit in
okay.
to this whole mess. There are a lot of unknowns though,
Yeah,
and there's a
right.
lot of people that are transient. Unfortunately, a lot of our trafficking is truly being down through traffic. We have the I-5 corridor, which is a major conduit for this traffic. Oftentimes, I'm not gonna know who those players are. Some friends of mine